Hey friends, I'm Subham is here to talk to you the basic of Java programming language chapter 3 about data types. So let's start. So first of all we want to know what is token. All characters in Java program are grouped into symbols called token. It means that all the things we write now meaningful, which is meaningful to the Java compiler, all the things we write in a program is known as token, like public static void main, class name, object name, everything we write now which is meaningful to the Java compiler is known as tokens. There are five type of tokens. Basically, these are keyword, identifier, literals, punctuators, operators. So let's discuss about all these one by one. First, what is a keyword? A keyword are the reserved word which have a special meaning to the Java compiler. They are used for their intended purpose only. They are written in lowercase. So keywords are the reserved word or means they are used for their intended purpose. Means where they are made for which purpose they are used. Like a class is also a keyword which is used for making a class. So rather than that we can't use this keyword anywhere. So means intended means for which purpose they are made, they are used for that purpose only. Example class public statics and our out print as well as our boolean null void int, these are also keyword. Then next is our identifiers. The name given to the different part of a Java program is known as identifier, जो हम खुद नाम देते हैं जिन चीज़ों के, जैसे कि हम क्लास का नेम, ऑब्जेक्ट नेम. These scanner, as if we make a scanner class object, we have to give the name. So means all the name which is given by us are known as identifier. Class name, object name, variable name or method name. Rules, there are various rules which these identifier are very important because we have to give name for making a program. Class name is very important, we have to give it. So first of all we should know how to write our class name, because various means all maximums there are many students who don't know the basics, so it is very difficult for them. So we should know this first. So it contains digit, alphabets, dollar sign and underscore. The two symbols which are only used are dollar sign and underscore. They can be of any length, cannot begin with digits. We can't use 9 or 1 2 3 4 0 in the starting, but we can use it at last or in the middle we can use. Cannot be a keyword. We can't make means class as a, we can't use a class as a class name or a variable name. Means they cannot be same. We can use it by using uppercase or lowercase, but they can't be exactly same. Valid identifiers are, these are the valid identifiers. You can see your Java program, scribe, work Java. And invalid identifiers are also given. You have to read it. It is also given in your textbook. Sequence of character that represents value is known as literals. Means these represent value in a program. It can be numeric, non-numeric also. It is divided into numeric, non-numeric. Numeric means digits 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. These which represent these is known as numeric. And it can be divided into two parts, integer or real. Means in integer there is no fractional part, they are whole number, 45 49 41. These are which do not have any fractional part. They can be both in positive also and negative also, it doesn't matter. Real means which have a fractional part, 34.7 43.6, which have fractional part, which we can also write now 212 divided by 10 of 221.2. So they have the fractional part. They can also be in positive or negative. 45.0 is a real literal. We have to know that. Means in mathematics we usually consider it as an integer, but in the Java programming language we consider it as a real literal. So next is our non-numeric. Non-numeric means alphabets, all the alphabets 0 to 1, also including in the non-numeric also we will study. And the character Literals, it have only one character, and it is enclosed in single quotes. For examples, S9. These are तम खा लो, तम तो मूंगफली खा, that represent one character, so they are enclosed in the single quotes. For example, S in single quotes 9, and sometimes we also see these means it is a hexadecimal code, which is also it represent only one character. Okay, if we write now, if we have write this and like 2-3 words, then it create error. Then string, it is also similar like character, but they have one or more characters and it is enclosed in double quotes. Like this double quotes, I have written 3 characters soup in the double quotes. Next is our S. If we write a character in one character in the double quotes, then it is also a string type, and white space also can be written in the double quote. It is also a string. Then next is our boolean. Boolean literals means it is used to in the logical equations for the logical operation. It is used, it have only two values, true or false. Then null, it represent void, means if you want to initialize void or null which it doesn't contain any value, then we use this null literals. If we will study in the next class 11 12, it is in more deeply. What is punctuators? It is used for grouping or separating the code. Uh, when we want to something, we want to group or we want to separate a code, which is like in our when we in a class we use these curly braces and to separate two code, and means from other class from the other function we used to separate it. So it is used to combine the code also, and it is used to separate a code also, like colon separate statement. When we write some statement, then we use this colon to separate it one from another. We use variable when we have to declare variable, then we use comma. We use this symbol uh, it is used in array initializing and also in a block of code to combine the code. It is used in method. When we make a method we use this, and when we call a method we also use this. And it is used in declaring array. The period, which is used to differentiate between the package and subpackage in the calling statement operator. It is used to perform arithmetic and the logical operation on operand, plus, minus, divide. These are the various types of operators. We will study in the next chapter. Next chapter is our operators, so we will study detail in next chapter. The escape sequence set of characters that have a special meaning to the Java program. They are preceded by the backslash. These are they have a special meaning to the Java compiler, in which they are preceded by the backslash, and they are usually in the print statement. We usually use them for various purposes, like for transferring the words or characters in the next line, for using tab space between the two words in the which we want to print on the screen, for removing the print if we have print something and we want to remove the output, so we use this ft, and there are various types of escape sequence characters there, but it is not in the syllabus now, so I have only given you a detailed, means briefly I have explained you. What is a data type? Data types tell which type of value stored in a variable. Means the data type will tell us what type of value, like int type value or double type value. Data type will tell which type of value is stored in a variable. Like type, primitive and non-primitive. Fundamental data type, integral part of a Java program. These is available in all the parts of a program. These can be used in any part of the program. They are basically primitive, means it is a fundamental. The next is our non-primitive. It is derived from primitive. They are means combination of primitive data type is known as non-primitive data type. For example, class, array interface, we will study it in the next chapters. There are separate chapters for this, so I will make a separate video. Okay, primitive data type. So first of all, it is very important to learn these come in exam also, so we have to learn it by heart, else we will lose marks. As in the semester 1 also, in the sample paper also various questions come from this concept, so we have to learn it all, like byte, short, int, long, float, character, double character, boolean. These are 8 data type, and we have to learn it all the ranges, like 8 bits 1 byte, 16 bits 2 byte, 32 bits 4 byte, 64 bits 8 bytes, 32 bits or 4 bytes, 64 bits 8 byte, 16 bits 8 2 byte, 18 8 bits 1 byte. Okay, where to learn it? What is a variable? Variable is a named place of memory where the data is stored temporarily. Means variable is the name we give for a place in which in the memory in which the data is stored until the program is running. After the program is closed, that memory is destroyed. So this is a variable, a place in the memory location where the data is stored. It is very important to learn about the variable declaration because in every program we will use it. Let's see data type and the variable name. Like data type is our int and variable name is a. Variable name is also follow the identifier rules. All the identifier rules must be followed in the declaring of variables. So this is a int a. Variable initialization. Variable initialization can be done into two types. Variable initialization can be done in two types. First, data type or variable name. Variable name equal to value, means the value we want to enter. Like int a, first we have to declare it, then we have to initialize it. Int a, we have declared it, a equal to 5, initialize it. Next is our second type. We can directly do it. Data type variable name equal to value. Int a equal to 5. Mostly we use this method, so we should basically all the people use this method. It is very not too much lengthy. Means first we have declared it in a one line and also initialize it. We can also do it like in the declaring method. We can declare more than one data type at a time. Like this, int a comma b comma c comma d. We can do like this, like we can declare many variable in a single line like this. Okay, then next is our comments. No, we have to done constant variable. When we want to make a value fixed for a program, we use final keyword to make it constant. Constant variable means the value of that variable will be fixed, like value of pi in a program. When we want to pi value is fixed, and we want to use it for various time, and we don't want that anyone can change it, or we want to make it fixed, then we use constant variable. They are usually constant variables name is usually written in the capital, and this variable name is written in small, like int abc. These are written in small, while the constant variable name is written in capital. We are use final keyword to make it constant. Final, it is written in small, but due to system default setting it convert into capital. So final, and then we have to write the variable name like subh, and when we want to initialize it. Comment are it gives the additional information about the program and give an overview of it. They do not affect the functioning of the program. Comment it gives an additional information about the program. When someone which don't know very well about our project, then it will give information about and or give an overview. It is for the understanding purpose only, and it do not affect the functioning of the program. Means it do not create any problem in the compilation. Then there are three type of comments: single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. Single line, it means it appear in the single line only, and the main thing is this backslash, how they are preceded, because many questions come in the exam are related to this, so we should prepare for it. It began with the double slash, it begin with slash asterisk, and asterisk slash means for the multi-line. We can use it for not for single line. Its scope is for various lines, means 2, 3, 4 lines we can use. And these are documentation comment, mean in which external documentation code can be also be, means we can make an external document of our source code, and they are known as Java doc. They are begin with the slash asterisk and end with forward slash and asterisk. So thank you, and in the next video we will study about the operator, precedence, associativity. So subscribe my channel to get all the notifications.